I've done it. I finally got the boosted stealth. It's here. Table, let's sit up. Let's unbox this thing. Here it is. It's the big moment. The board's about to come out. This is amazing. The boosted board is here. Yes, here it is. The boosted stealth. I'll let you get a closer look right now. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but just watch. It'll happen, it'll happen.
Money back.
Well, today's a very good day. As you just saw the unboxing, I hope it wasn't too bad, but it's currently June 18th, 2019, and I just got the boosted stealth. This thing is absolutely amazing. Like, just look at this board. Like, look at this. From the amazing grip to like the trucks, the wheels, the lithium battery, all the way down to the belts and the motor. It is in immaculate condition. I'm gonna keep it that way. This board is gonna stay perfect, not going on any bad weather. This board is gonna be immaculate and it's gonna stay that way. So yeah, let's talk. There's only one problem with me filming this video. I live in New Jersey and it is currently raining. It's supposed to rain all week. And of course the day I get my new boosted stealth, it has to rain, which is totally unfair. Let me show you the rain and then I'll get back to you. So, as you just saw, it is raining pretty heavy. It's going to rain heavy for the rest of the day. And I'm definitely not taking my brand new boosted Stealth. I would not even take my Plus out in this terrible weather. So I will get back to you and we will finish this video when I ride the board, give my final review and everything, either tomorrow, the next day, or a week from now. I am totally not sure when I will get to film this, when the rain will end, but I'll see you then.
Boy, click.
Hold on, baby, could you wait here? Promise I'll be right back. I'ma catch a flight back. Tell me will you stay here? I don't wanna hurt you. Girl, you know I'm right, getting money and you like that. I wrote a letter for you, but you didn't write back. I wrote a letter for you, but you didn't write back. Calm down, I don't wanna fight like that. Girl, calm down, I don't wanna fight like that. I wrote a letter for you, but you didn't write back. I wrote a song for you, but you didn't like that. I wrote a letter for you, but you didn't write back. I wrote a song for you, probably didn't listen at all.
Okay, so basically it's currently June 19th, 2019. The boosted Stealth has done nothing but sit in my room for the past 24 hours. And you know what? It is still kind of wet outside. It did rain overnight, and it is going to continue to rain for the rest of the day and tomorrow. So I will give a full review of the boosted board this weekend when it is nice and sunny. But right now I want to take the boosted Stealth outside and give my first impressions of hybrid mode. I want to see how it goes. It's pretty dry outside, but it's still kind of wet. So I can't give you a full review. But yeah, let's go do the first test. See you out there. Okay, so the board is on, as you can see. Ready to get my first impressions, so let's go. All right, so I got the board. It feels nice and smooth, just like any boosted board. Hyper mode, let's go. Oh my. This is fast. This is really fast. Holy crap. It's so smooth. It's so smooth. Oh my God. It's faster than the boosted Plus. Oh, hell yeah. This is great. Oh my God. This is so smooth. Oh my God. So I found a pretty dry area. Got the boosted Stealth. It's pretty dry, like back there. So I'm gonna give it a test. So yeah, let's go. Maybe it's something about having a new board, but I do not know. But this thing is just like amazing. It is so fast, it's so smooth. The brakes work well. And I don't know, my first impressions, I love this thing. Can't wait to do a full review this weekend. I'll see you then. Whoa, I'm currently back. It is June 22nd. It is Saturday. It's a beautiful day outside, as you can see. The sun's out. It's gonna be great. I got my boosted Stealth here. Haven't been able to ride it too much, but you know what? I'm ready to get my full review today, give my opinion, see how the board rides in the nice sun. So yeah, let's go do that. One more thing, I'm starting to consider safety when riding the boosted board because it does go 24 plus miles an hour. So I got this Rock helmet. Say what you want about it, make your jokes in the comments. Say it looks like Daft Punk or a Stormtrooper. I think it looks pretty cool. I like the helmet. So yeah, I'll put this on and then we'll go for a go. Say what you want about this helmet. I don't know if you can still hear me or not, but say what you want. I think it looks pretty cool. I like it. Sam Sheffer has one of these. It's definitely worth the money. So yeah, let's go ride. But I hope you enjoyed that last part. I wanted to show the differences in speed, how you can go from like 6 miles per hour in beginner mode to over 24 miles per hour in hyper mode. It's honestly really crazy, and I just love that about the boosted board. Personally, I keep my board in hyper mode all the time. I care about speed over distance anytime. But sometimes if you want to like balance it out, I'd say go for eco mode, because that'll get you your about 7-8 miles, depends on your weight. And also gives you a decent speed, like 16 miles per hour. But personally, as I said, I'm always on hyper mode. So yeah, let's move on to the next part. Well, one of my favorite parts about boosted has to be the composite decks. The composite decks with the fiberglass bottom and the flexibility. Because on boosted 1 and boosted 2, they were bamboo decks, and those were so easy to snap, and like the tail would just like wear off. Personally, I never had a boosted 1 or a boosted 2, but what I've seen on the internet and YouTube videos, they were like easy to crack. They were like the tail would like wear away. Personally, on the boosted plus and the boosted stealth, I have this like bash guard off of Amazon with duct tape around it so it does not come off, which honestly works very well for me. I love it. I just enjoy it. But with the boosted plus, after having it for about 10 months, there was a little bit of wear and tear with the tail, and it just wasn't that bad. But I decided to put a bash guard on it anyway, and the board never cracked. I never had any issues with cracking. But yeah, let me show you the flex.
Charlie Shuffler.
From you takes time and pain, I don't even want to. So I'm getting high all week without you, popping pills thinking about you. Running away from you takes time and pain, I don't even want to. So I'm getting high all week without you.
Well, hope you enjoyed the video so far. I don't know how it's come out. I still have to edit the clips. I just got back from riding my boosted stealth. But yeah, I want to give my honest opinions and just wrap up the video. So yeah, let's do that. Everyone's situation is different. Maybe you're a college student and you need to get around college, so you use the boosted board to get around. Or say you work in New York City and you need to get from point A to point B. You use the boosted board to go then and there. But for me, I'm 15 years old, I do not have a car. So I use the boosted board to basically get anywhere I need to go. Yeah, it does not go over 20 miles of distance, but you know what? It gets me from point A to point B in a pretty decent speed, and I always have a lot of fun with it. So personally, I will always invest in boosted for as long as I can. So yeah, let's go over to the next one. Okay, secondly, I want to talk about how the boosted board is made and if it's worth the price. Personally, I think it's worth the price. Yes, boosted is the most expensive electric skateboard out there, but personally, it is built very well. From the composite deck, to the 85mm wheels, to the trucks that is good for carving, and in all, the board is just put together perfectly. The lithium battery has never died on me. There has never been a point where this board has died on me and I've had to push it all the way home or push it to my destination. It has always lasted me enough time. And the belts, I've never really had to change the belts. On my Boosted Plus, I've had to change the belts 2 separate times in the past year. And that's just an homage of maybe I'm not using the board enough, or maybe I'm just like not cranking the board out too fast or using the brakes too much. But that just goes to show that I've not had to use it too much. You don't have to replace things that often. Personally, I am shipping the Boosted board back to San Francisco to get the motor replaced and the grip tape fixed, because I did mess that up. But in all, that's gonna happen. You have to be prepared for that. You will have to replace the belts, I'd say, every once in a while. Never really the grip unless you mess it up like I did. Like I dropped the board down, there's like a little mark there I covered with duct tape. And the motor, you might have to fix that eventually. It's kind of like a manufacturer defect where it makes like a weird noise. I'm putting a clip of that right now. But I want to talk about the distance. Yes, you can go on beginner mode, which is like 6 miles per hour, and get that 14 mile distance. But you might as well just push regular skateboard if you're going to do that. Because for me personally, I'm about speed. I know a lot of people that want to boost the board just want to go cruising down the street 24 miles per hour. And that's the best part of owning a boosted board. And honestly, it really depends on your weight and your height. Personally, I am 6'2", 210 pounds, about that. And I can get between, I don't know, 7 to 8 miles on, I say hyper mode, I can get about 7 to 8 miles. It really depends how I'm riding, because I don't have it cranked all the time. I like crank it up and like slow down a little bit. So it really depends how you're riding, your weight, what mode you're on, things like that. Personally, if you're in like New York City and you're trying to get to your workplace, stay on eco mode, because that gives you a fair amount of distance and a fair amount of speed. But it really depends how you're gonna ride the board, what your weight is, basically how you are as a person, and how you're gonna get from point A to point B. But yes, you can get that 14-mile distance, but don't expect a 14-mile distance on hyper mode when you weigh as much as I do and are as tall as much as I am. So yeah, let's move on. I feel like one of the biggest selling points that I love about Boosted is at the 85mm wheels. I've never really fallen on a crack. Actually, I've never fallen off the board once. I've always managed to stay on the board or jump off at the right time. But with these wheels, you can go almost over any crack. I've never had a problem with hitting a crack and not being able to go over it. Unless it's like a really deep crack or it has water in it or something like that, I've always been able to go over it. It's when you second guess yourself is when you fall. Because if you just go through the crack or the puddle or the whatever you're trying to go through without just thinking about it, you will go through it and you'll have no problem at all. Okay, well, for me personally, the one biggest selling point is the Boosted board wheels. They're 85mm. Boosted makes their own wheels now and their own deck. So it's made by them, so you know that it's like coming from like a trusted place where it's been tested very well. And for me personally, it is great because I can kind of skate, I can ollie over curbs, ollie over pebbles, I can longboard, things like that. But I always manage to get that one pebble or that one crack that I cannot go past, and I just fall, bust my ass, just hurt myself, get like cuts all over my arm. With the Boosted board, you do not have to worry about that. It's when you second guess yourself in your head thinking you could not go over the crack is when you fall. Like in the front of my house, I think I showed earlier in the video, there's like little like cobblestone things. I thought I would never be able to make it over that. But you just go a little bit fast, the board goes right over it. No problem at all. That's due to the flexibility of the board and the big wheels. And I've had cracks that I did not think I can go over, but I just go right past them and keep on cruising in hyper mode, and it's been great. And I feel personally that is a big selling point because you don't have to stop off your board, you just keep going to your destination and not have to worry. So yeah, let's move on. And as I said earlier in the video, I love the Boosted board controller. It is the best controller out there. It's not like one of those $200 ones on Amazon where it's just got like one joystick and like one power button. This board is great. It shows your battery life, it shows the Bluetooth connection, it shows the Boosted board's battery life. You can change the riding modes. It has like the dead switch so you don't just accidentally go. See, I've said all this earlier in the video, but I kind of want to go over it again because the Boosted board remote is the best out there. There's not a remote that I can just trust more. If the board is dead, it'll blink, it'll tell me. If the Bluetooth connection is not good, it'll blink as well. It'll tell me what's going on. And it's very reliable and I love it. So yeah, let's move on. You know, in all, I love the Boosted board. Whether it's the flexible deck that's made out of composite, which gives me suspension, the 85mm wheels that can let me go over any crack, the extended range battery that has never failed me, the belt drives, which have never failed me as well, and the belts that I don't have to replace that often. In all, the Boosted board is just great. It's how I get around mainly. I still skate, I still longboard, I still ride my bike, but you know, the Boosted board is always reliable. If I had to get somewhere fast in 5 to 10 minutes, I'm there, because I can rely on Boosted. And the charge is pretty fast. I'd say the charging is about maybe an hour, hour and a half, depends. Maybe a little bit less than that, depends how much you want to charge it. I'd say full it's about an hour, maybe a little bit less if you want to get half. But honestly, it's very reliable. The Boosted board, I said, has never failed me. Never once in my life has it stopped working on me, has the board died, none of that. I've always been able to rely on the Boosted board and I love it. Honestly, I hope you can invest in one too. So yeah, let's talk about that part now. In this part real quick called interest. Honestly, with the Boosted board, I've never been able to fully afford one. I'm not gonna pay $1,200 for an electric skateboard. Matter of fact, I'm not paying that for 2 electric skateboards. 71, I'm not a rich kid. My family is not rich. I'm not rich. I'm a 15-year-old kid. I can't have a real job yet. You know, so what I've actually done is I've done $75 a month for this Boosted Stealth for about a year and a half. paid off, 10% interest. It's honestly not that bad. I love that. It works pretty well for me. Like with the last one, the Boosted Plus, it was like about $100 a month for 1 year, 10% interest, same thing. Because for me, that works. I'm very comfortable with doing that. I can get off jobs, get enough money to pay it every month. I am not afraid of that. I know I can do it, and that's what I've been doing with this boosted board. That's what I will do for the rest of the boosted boards, and I continue to do that. And personally, if you're not comfortable with that, then don't do it. Just save the money and buy it outright. But if you feel like you are comfortable enough to do the interest and the paying it off monthly, then go for it. Because I feel boosted board is worth it. It's never failed me. None of it's failed me. The belt drive, the lithium battery, the controller, the board itself never failed me. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's go into my flask. Yes, this boosted board is amazing. I'm going to continue to use it for as long as I can. It is going to stay in mint condition though. It'll only go out in this nice sunny weather. No rain, no water, none of that. This board is going to stay pristine and perfect. And upcoming soon, I do have my 1 year update on the Boosted Plus. I cannot wait to show you guys that video. It's coming out soon. This week or next week, I might do another vlog. I do not know how it's going to end up, when this video will be finished. But you know what? This summer's going to be great. I have a lot of video ideas. So yeah, I'll see you then. Have a great day. Bye.